In today's episode, we are gonna speak about growing by making positive resolutions that you can achieve. In the spirit of the season, we are gonna speak about making a resolution at the end of the year for the next year. The idea is to do self-improvement, and for that you have two paths. You can either add something to what you're doing, or you can remove or modify one of the things you're already doing. We're gonna explore this and how you can make a solid resolution for yourself to give you a chance to actually do it and grow. Where the challenge lies is that you need to pick something that you can succeed at. You have to be realistic about your goal and optimistic also about it. You can dare to dream a bit, but it should be something that you know you can do without sacrificing everything else or without doing an amount of work that is unrealistic for you. Picking something like that will help you succeed at it and you will see progress throughout your year. And maybe if you finish early, you can even pick something else to work on. It will be a lot better for you to have something you feel you can move towards than something that requires so much out of you that it becomes a weight that you have to carry, instead of a journey that you can be on. Be adventurous, but be realistic. Like most things that relate to us, we're human, we have a brain, so it is about changing a behavior. And to change a behavior, you need time. You need to apply yourself to it. You don't necessarily need to spend an extravagant amount of time on it, but you need to have consistency. This is how we build behavior, this is how our brain evolve, change and grow, and this is the best way for you to have the result you seek. We are going to use a common example of getting in shape. You may want to get in shape for many reasons, which are all personal to you. So we're not going to focus on the personal reason of why you would want to get in shape. I'll even speak a bit about my own journey. This year was really hard because of what has happened in the world, and I stopped working out since March, and I just started again recently. Because being in shape is also a state of mind and a state of the body. So let's say you set yourself a goal, and that goal tells you that you have to do an action every day. Well, every time you're not gonna do it, you're gonna feel bad, and that's not gonna help you. You shouldn't be focusing on the action to do, you should be focusing on the goal, and you should set that goal realistically. And then you can backtrack to create a plan to reach it, instead of saying, I will hit the gym every day. This will not work. It will not work on the long term. You will be in pain, you will suffer, you will not be happy, and it will become a burden. You don't want something like that to be the thing you think of, oh no, I have to do this now. You want to think of it as, okay, I gave myself a bit of time, I'm gonna do this for myself, and I'm gonna be happy about it. Going about it this way is way better for yourself, but also for your brain and your brain chemistry. So look at it in a sense of, what can I do? What do I have time for? Maybe you only have an hour a week that you can exercise for. So put that time aside and exercise during that time. Pick exercise that fits your lifestyle, fit what you can do, depending whether it's summer, winter, indoor, outdoor, whether the global situation has resolved or not. Always be safe. And apply that, and you will see a result over time. Because your end goal is to feel better about yourself, to be a bit more fit, to be a bit more happy, to create a new habit. By doing this over and over again, and by not having it be a struggle, you're going to create positive reinforcement within your brain. It's going to become easier to actually do it. When I started going back to rock climbing this week, I told myself I'm going to go every day. Well, guess what? After 2 days, I was in pain and I didn't go on the third day. And that's when I realized, okay, it's not about climbing every day. It's about having fun because I love rock climbing. And at the end of the day, that's what keeps me in shape, mentally and physically, because you need to do exercise when you sit all day long. And for that reason, I shifted a tiny bit my mindset. My mindset is not anymore to go there every day, it's to climb the stuff I want to climb and to have fun doing it. Just by changing that, I don't feel bad about not going for a day or two, or even for a week, as long as I get to do what I need to reach my goal and that I'm happy about it. Finding that balance can be really hard and can be challenging, but by finding it, you're going to self-motivate yourself to do something, which is very important. So building a habit is about mindset. And as you set up the basic one, the default one, the one you start with, you can build on top of it. Maybe you can start with an hour a week and you decide, you know what, I feel a bit better about myself, I'm able to do things a bit more quickly throughout the week, I'm gonna have certainly another half hour somewhere. And you can build different habits. Maybe on top of that, you're gonna decide, you know what, I'm gonna cut out one type of food. I'm not gonna change my diet, I'm not gonna do something grandiose that won't be sustainable, but I'm gonna do a tiny bit of it that is not gonna take away from my joy and that won't add a big burden on me. So you can build on top of your first step. And slowly, you could potentially change many things over the course of, a few months, a few years, and be very happy with that. The change will happen without you noticing it really. You won't see it from day to day. You won't go one day, oh, I haven't changed from yesterday. You will go one day, oh, I'm not in the same place as I was last year. And because you don't quite see it readily every day, you need to trust yourself in it. And that's why doing something that you're going to enjoy and that is not going to be a burden will be important. Because you won't see the result day in, day out. You will see the result over a longer period of time, which is natural and normal. And that's what you should expect. So one of the concepts is not to fixate on the action, but to look at the end goal. So don't tell yourself, I'm gonna do this every day and I'm gonna push every day and it's gonna be awesome. Because it's not. Because life is going to happen. You're gonna have to shift your calendar around. You're gonna have meetings that are not planned, activities that you didn't foresee. So you're gonna have to adapt. By looking at the activity itself, you set yourself up for failure a lot more than you should and need to. If you look at the goal, you set yourself up for success. Even though it may seem that satisfaction is way down the line, it's a lot better for your mind. Because after a month of, going to the gym, let's say once a week, you're gonna be like, you know what? It's a bit easier now and it's part of my routine. And that's a good thing. You don't want to be after week 2 being, this is too hard and I'm tired and I'm upset and I'm just gonna drop it. You don't want that. So look at the goal, don't worry about the action. You can always adapt the actions to what you can do and what you want to do. The goal is something that you should define well and go towards. The point of this is to tell you to respect yourself. That's why I'm doing this video. Because more often than not, you're gonna pick something, you're gonna go into absolute beast mode, and you're gonna crash and burn. And I don't want that, and you don't want that. So respect yourself, know yourself a bit, see how you feel about things, try to push yourself a little, not too much. Where we learn is when we're always at the edge, so don't be afraid of that. Just don't go way past the line. Be realistic about yourself and with yourself. That's the best way to grow. So enjoy the season and Happy New Year. I hope this will help you set up good resolutions and I wish you the best of 2021 because I know 2020 was very challenging for all of us. See you next year.